Well, howdy, nearly senior citizens here. Greetings, boys and girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Yes, indeed. It is Saturday morning as I am recording this, so thumbs up on that. I hope your weekend or weekday or whatever you happen to be watching this is a good one. Definitely a thumbs up. It is a harsh and hard world, and we need as much joy as we can find. So hopefully today you're having a very good day. For the Shelton, Washington weather report, yesterday I went out walkies twice. First part of the day, I went out morning time, pretty long walk. I also am having more issues with my generalized anxiety. And by the time it got to be late evening, I needed to get out and just walk again. So I went out on another walkies as it was mostly darkish, and it was really dark by the time I got back, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Unfortunately, I'm slowly, not fully unraveling, but just, the biochemical depression and all that slope downward coupled with a bunch of other stuff. I had gotten 10,000 steps ahead of where I was when I first started my channel. I've lost a couple thousand steps. I'm still several thousand steps, 7,000, 8,000 steps ahead of where I was when I first started my channel. So, it's still a storm. I haven't been able to get vaccinated. People are still being idiots out there, so it's dangerous. So there's reasons to be worried and depressed and anxious. So thumbs up on that. But I'm working, I'm doing the work and trying to maintain my health. And in the middle of a storm, you can't fix the house. You can only do minor maintenance. So thumbs up on that. And right now, it's not exactly sunny, but it's light outside. So hopefully it's going to be a good day. Hey, I'm alive. Other people are alive. Friends that I talk to online are doing as well as they can. So that's definitely a thumbs up on that. Definitely a good thing. Now, as for subjects on my subjects list, excuse me. Gotta burp out the gas from the soda that I drank. How about that? I have not a great amount of stuff written down on my topics list, but I have some. Oh, excuse me again. I ate yogurt and then I drank soda on top of it. So, chemical reactions. Gotta love that. There's a couple of channels that I watch where they'll talk about just movies. And one of them is like it just summarizes horror movies. Takes, like an hour and a half of horror movie and then summarizes it into the X amount of time, showing you the major beats, talking about the stuff that happens, and then it doesn't replace the movie going. It just shows you what happened in this older movie so that you can decide, do I want to watch that? And for that, I think it's a good service and a good thing on that. One of them, though, they were talking about a movie. It was called like They or Them, something like that. It was like from 2005. And I had to have a paradigm shift at the end of this. And it's amazing that I was able to do it so well and have a fuller understanding of things. The story starts off, it's about this young child who gets kidnapped by horrible things in the beginning as a child. Later in life, this person is having horrible mental issues and then ends up committing suicide in front of the main character of the movie now. And then you find out that apparently when you're kidnapped as a child by these other universal things, they will mark you, put a tracking device in your body, and then when you get older, they come and get you. Now, for the main character, she had done everything right in the movie. She found the tracking device in her own body. She pulled this thing out. She did all this stuff. And at the end of the movie, it didn't matter. She was still taken off into this otherworldly universe, and you got to see that she was looking out of a portal at the rest of the world, and the light from the rest of the world was holding back the absolute hordes of things. And when the portal closed, then, that was going to be the end of her. My first feeling at that was, as I imagine a lot of people would be, like, that's not fair. She did everything right. She overcame the challenges. Why is she being punished? And then I realized, this is not a movie. This is not one of those overcoming challenges movie. This is an inevitabilities movie. When you're kidnapped and marked, there are two options. You can end yourself, or you can be ended by them. The fact that they leave a tracking device in you, that's not important. You are marked. It doesn't matter if you unmark yourself. They just have to look at your timeline to see that you're marked. Now, I'm just extrapolating from stuff shown in the movie. And even at that, the major details don't matter because movies largely follow dream logic. It just has to follow close enough. That doesn't mean you get sloppy. You still have to make stuff make sense as best as you can. But this is not an overcome the challenges and win movie. Because when she pulled out her marker, because it was underneath her hairline, when she pulled out her marker, she was still marked. She had gotten marked as a child. Doesn't matter if she pulled out the marker then, she had been marked. The being marked was the marker. The actual device that's in you, that's not important. And you can pull that thing out and it doesn't help. It doesn't change the fact. It's inevitabilities. And she didn't end herself, so she got ended. That's a series of people who, in this universe, it's inevitabilities. When you are marked, it's over. And that paradigm shift, because at first I was like, yeah, I was upset. I didn't like that. She did the stuff right and was still punished. But it's not an overcoming the challenges. It doesn't matter what she did. Two options: end yourself or be ended by them. It's an inevitabilities movie and how you deal with an inevitability. The thing is, though, a lot of movies are marketed as overcoming challenges movies. And if you leave going, I feel unsatisfied, or I feel this, or I feel that, where it's not, you're not happy about it, it's because these things are marketed as overcoming challenges. But it's not an overcoming challenges movie. So you're being marketed something that it isn't. A lot of horror movies and such try to do that. How many times have you watched a movie where the last bit of it, the last 10 seconds, totally invalidates the entirety of the movie? I watched so many movies where the main characters fight off the bad guy, and then the last 10 seconds you discover they didn't kill one last thing, and a wandering animal gets hit with it, and that means it's all going to start over again, except the good guys have left, so they can't stop it. They invalidate the entire movie. They're trying to be an inevitabilities movie. They've just done such a poor job of it. They're not only being marketed as a overcome the challenges movie, they think they're an overcoming challenges movie as well, and only at the very last moment do they say, oh no, it's an inevitabilities thing, and that doesn't work. That just pisses me off. So a lot of movies tried to do that and failed miserably. But some of them, yeah, it works because they do it right. A lot of movies are inevitabilities movies and how people are dealing with the inevitable. So yeah, thumbs up on that. Also, is a minor thing, when I was talking with my therapist on Thursday about how I do not know how to express my creativity in a normal fashion. You know, I do song mutilations. I do those weird pronunciation guides. I want to do the hard to get jokes. I don't know how to express my creativity in a normal fashion. So my therapist actually said, you're an avant-garde artist. I was like, yeah, kinda. In a minor video format, I am doing avant-garde stuff. And yeah, it's a weird position to be in because I've never thought of myself that way. And I've looked at avant-garde art and gone, gosh, that's interesting. I don't understand it, but it's interesting. And I've wanted to do more get intoable creative stuff and more normal creative stuff. But I don't know how to do the normal creative stuff. It's in avant-garde and video format. I'm not able to get in-depth into it because of my ADHD, hopefully with the proper introduction of meds. On Monday, I talk with the med manager. I'm going to be able to talk with her about all this stuff, so maybe we'll just be increasing the Ritalin. Maybe we'll try Adderall. Maybe we'll swap it and only do Adderall. It's hard to say. On Monday, I will talk with the med manager. We'll find out. Maybe I'll do slightly less avant-garde stuff. Maybe the meds will just give me the ability to actually go through with the avant-garde stuff. So here's hoping. I've been trying to find jokes. I had a joke book, which I can no longer locate, so I must have put it in a box. Yay. So I can translate jokes into hard-to-getness. But I can't find that book, so I've been downloading some jokes off the internet to hard-to-get joke them. So we shall see how that all works out. But on another minor area there, I was watching another Reddit collection of funny things, and the main character, the reader, it's one of these, the channel's called Tallulah. And no, it's kind of new these days, but it's, the guy goes, Hallooly, I'm Tallulah. And sometimes he gets it, and sometimes he doesn't. One of the pictures on this thing was someone had made an art thing of 6 pictures of Nicolas Cage from various movies, just like taken from screen captures, in a big frame with bows above each of the pictures. And he was like, well, what is this? And I was like, that's art. That's what that is. That's art. It may not be great art. It may not be art that inspires anybody at all. But it's art. Somebody felt the urge to create, and that was what they thought of and then made. So yeah, it's art. And art is odd. Especially since I'm one of those people, as I've mentioned, I like difficult music. And someone had made up a little one of those 2-panel memes instead of a huge panel meme. And the top one was music that is bad. And it was like one of those galaxy brain things, except it was that's not good. And then the music that's bad on purpose one was the galaxy brain one. And it was like, yeah, there's so much music I listen to where it's bad on purpose. Because that actually helps the song. Where the singing isn't perfect. And that's good. Where the music is played not perfectly. And that's good. It's very good. Difficult music, bad music, stuff that's not product is good. Check it out. Especially look up the Nip Drivers. They haven't existed as a group for decades. And it's just a snapshot in time of when these people were younger. But good stuff all around. It's bad. But it's bad in such a way that it's good. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Now, I do have some other things on my list here. I want to talk more about the nomadic dwarves of the bone horse. Bone horse. The bone juice herding world, of which I need to give the setting a name, so don't just call it the bone juice herding world. And then I've got more of the cosmic horror stuff I want to talk about. But right now, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. Thumbs up on that. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm sometimes like I can't remember anything at all. So we have WW, thumbs up, and Ice Damon, greatly appreciated. Peter Von Usten, thumbs up and thank you. Tommy Nelson, greatly appreciated. Anime Fan, thumbs up. Fat Mean Stick 45, I like the name, thumbs up. Brandy Ellison, greatly appreciated. Confused Owl 29, very good to see you in the comments, and thumbs up, thank you very, very much. Hugo Diaz, greatly appreciated. Shaggy Windows XP, greatly appreciated. Ricky Bettini with the daily reminder to live every day to its fullest, and here's hoping things are going better for you. Veronica Liz, greatly appreciated. Mirror, thumbs up and thank you. Mr. ZZRF, thumbs up. Barshar Shooter, thumbs up. And Sarge778 returns, greatly appreciated. Colin Risenauer, thumbs up. We have Cesar Carvalho D1, I'm nowhere close, but thank you very, very much. Abraham Edelstein, thumbs up. Jake Milne, greatly appreciated. Nando Rice Cheruti, thumbs up and thank you. Hiragachi Tomo, T-O-M-A-Y-O, T-O-M-A-Y-T-O, thumbs up and thank you, sort of. Amy L, greatly appreciated. Infurious, thumbs up and thank you. And Lucas Person, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only in text. Definitely a thumbs up on that. If you could check out my various links down below, like Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wish list link as well. Well, I need to update it still, but hopefully it has stuff like Reptisand and hamster food, hamster bedding, cat food. And if you could check it out, that would be awesome. Do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Definitely appreciate it. And a thumbs up. And of course, that is not the horse head of encouragement. The duck head of scorn has replaced the horse head of encouragement, but at least it is not wearing the grand and powerful lobster hat. Hopefully, the horse head of judgment is okay, and hopefully the duck head of scorn has no more than just minor scorn for all the skullduggery we have been up to. Hokey smokes. Let's hope this is a good change. And of course, Black Lives Matter and Stop Asian Hate. Good golly, Miss Molly. Hate crimes in the U.S., of course, are at an uptick higher than they've ever been before. Well, I mean, not ever been before, but higher in a long time. So please, please, please. And of course, try to stay as safe and creative as you possibly can right now. It is a good idea. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is a very good thing. So if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. And if you do, wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, maintain your social distancing, and please be safe. We can get through this. We just have to be very careful and smart. I know that puts us at a disadvantage here in the U.S., but we can do it. So thumbs up.
Dump truck, an absolute dumpster of a wagon, just a dime piece derriere.